Okay, Eagles, our first practice will be on September 14th, and it would be really good if you could learn the individual routes of the offensive passing plays. If you practice with a parent or a friend until you know these by heart, then we'll be able to move on to some better plays once we get to practice that Monday. Okay, a short out left is when the receiver lines up right over here on the far left of the scrimmage line. And then when the ball is hiked, snapped, takes 3 steps forward, cuts immediately to the left, and turns and faces the quarterback. At that point, the quarterback should go ahead and throw the ball straight to the receiver. For a short in left, the lineup's the same on the scrimmage. However, this time the receiver runs up 3 steps and cuts inward towards the center of the field 3 steps, faces the quarterback, and the ball should be there at that point if that player is open. For the short in right and short out right, the short out right, player runs up the field 3 steps, cuts immediately to the right, turns and faces the quarterback. Short in right, up 3 steps to the inside of the field, turns to face the quarterback. If you haven't noticed, anytime you have a play that's in, it means the receiver's cutting back towards the quarterback. And if it's an out, it means the receiver is going to run to the out towards the outbounds that they're closest to. Okay. Next, we have a deep out left. If your thinking caps are on, then that means we're going to run out 5 to 7 yards, cut left. At that point, the quarterback should be able to see you. You see the quarterback, and they'll hit you if you're open. For a deep in left, same thing, but this time you're going to cut right or in back towards the middle of the field. And there you are for the quarterback to see if you're open. Deep out right, up the field 5 to 7 yards, cut right, turn back to face the quarterback. Deep in right, up the field 5 to 7 yards, cut across, face the quarterback. For a hook play, we're going to line up in the center of our formation of 3 on the left side. The receiver will run forward 5 to 7 yards and then cut back towards the quarterback. This time you won't be cutting right. You'll turn straight back around and kind of come back at an angle towards the quarterback. Notice this, they go straight up and they come back at about a 45-degree angle, 2 or 3 steps, and the quarterback should see you if you're open. For a hook right, you would line up on the opposite side or the right side of center, run up 5 to 7 yards, cut back about 3 steps at a 45-degree angle to the quarterback. For a slant left, you're going to line up just immediately left of center. You're going to take 2 steps forward, and then you're going to move forward and right like at a 45-degree angle that aligns with the quarterback. So now you're straight in front of the quarterback and they can see you to throw the ball there. Slant right, you're going to move 2 steps forward and then cut left and at a 45-degree angle back out in front of the quarterback so that they can see you right there. Okay, for a corner left, the receiver can line up on the left, and also you could line up here as well. You really don't want to be here because it's going to force you too far out of bounds, but if this slot or this slot is both good for running a corner left. What happens is the player runs out about 4 yards and then cuts at a 45-degree angle up the field, forward and left. Corner right, same thing, except on the right side, receiver moves up the field and then at a 45-degree angle, cuts right and out towards out of bounds. Okay, for the next basic play, we'll talk a post left. The receiver will line up just left of the center in formation and run 4 yards forward and then right towards the center. You could also line up here for a post left as well. As you see, they run up, then that 45-degree angle comes, and you're up towards the center. The difference between the post and the slant is just step over. Step over, so that your receiver's right in here. Whereas in this one, you're running out and then cutting over. That's the difference in a post. Then post right, receiver runs up the field 4 yards, and then cuts back in, and they're out here at about your rushing line, about 7 yards out. And remember, the slant is up and over this way, but this is a post, so it's up about 4 yards and then over this way, so you're getting hit up here. Okay, for a go left, the receiver lines up just left of the center and actually can line up in any position here. You can tell any of these to go left. What happens is the receiver runs out here, straight ahead. If you're in this position, you would just run straight ahead. If you're in this position, you would just run straight ahead, and you're at about the 7 yards away when the quarterback can go ahead and hit you with the ball. If done correctly, this quarterback will hit you about right here while you're on the move, and you can just keep moving up the field. So you wouldn't want to stop. You just need to be looking over your shoulder. Go right, same thing. Going to run straight out, and at about 7 yards out, the quarterback wants to hit you with the ball over this shoulder, and these players can do a go right as well. So it's just basically running forward to catch a long straight pass. Okay, we'll talk more about multiple routes when we come to practice. I hope to go ahead and get some sort of defensive videos out to you so that you can get a little practice with that as well before we get to our first practice. Look forward to seeing everybody Monday. Have a great week and practice as much as you can. Thanks.